We begin tonight with the criminal case facing Mayor Adams. A judge indefinitely delays his trial but does not dismiss the charges against him. Good evening. I'm Christine Johnson, and this all comes as the mayor faces accusations of entering into a quid pro quo with the Trump administration. And now, new details about how City Hall is pushing back against the feds in the form of a lawsuit. As Dick Brennan reports, the mayor talked about his case in a one-on-one interview with CBS News New York.
The wheels of justice, they grind slow.
Indeed, Mayor Adams found out today there would be no speedy dismissal of corruption charges against him. Federal Judge Dale Ho instead delayed his ruling and appointed an outside attorney who could potentially argue another side to the case, which otherwise had not been represented.
He was aware, because he's an informed citizen who reads the news, he was aware that there is a counter-narrative that was not being presented.
That counter-narrative would likely be concerning the former acting U.S. Attorney for the Southern District, Danielle Sassoon, who in a letter resigned rather than drop charges against Adams. She flatly contradicted the Justice Department and alleged a quid pro quo existed between the mayor and the Trump administration over immigration enforcement.
This is the mayor of New York City, and it is arguably, or at least allegedly, if you take the Sassoon letter seriously, being dismissed expressly for political reasons.
But Mayor Adams told our Marcia Kramer an important part of his job is dealing with Washington.
So you're making no apologies for your relationship with President Trump?
No, just the opposite. I would be irresponsible as the mayor of this city if I did not engage with the White House and engage with the president.
But now in a turnabout, Adams announced the city is suing the Trump administration, alleging it picked the city's pocket in a big way for what it calls the unlawful seizure of over $80 million previously applied for, awarded, approved, and paid by FEMA. They are funds paid to reimburse expenses already spent on the migrant crisis, and incredibly, the law department says they were removed out of a city bank account without notice, violating federal regulations.
I'm not inconsistent. We're fighting to get the $80 million back. I was fighting the previous administration for the $7 billion we spent.
So what's next in the federal case? Well, legal briefs are due on March 7th. Possible oral arguments could happen a week later. But the judge in the case says Mayor Adams will not have to appear. At Gracie Mansion, Dick Brennan, CBS News, New York.
So who is the outside attorney appointed by the judge? Paul Clement is a political conservative. He served as Solicitor General under George W. Bush, and he has argued more than 100 cases before the Supreme Court. We will stay on top of the latest developments on the corruption case. You can find all of our reporting and the judge's complete decision and analysis on CBSNewYork.com.